Okay, we're back in the closet, and we are going to talk about relationship stuff.
We're going to continue our list. I forget what this list is called.
This list is called...
What's it entitled?
The title is... Well, let me find it. 53 relationship questions that will make your love life better. I don't think that was the original one.
Uh-oh.
But whatever.
It's the same list?
It's the exact same list. It's just the title...
Do you remember what number we were on?
We're on 14.
Oh, okay.
I note things because my brain won't remember.
Oh, yeah. There's no way I'd remember.
No, so...
There is no way.
So we're going through these lists of questions that could make your relationships better. We did the first 13 because it was time to stop.
Yeah, I don't like to go much past 30 minutes. I feel like...
Yeah, 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, at the most.
45 if you're weak like crazy.
So what's number 14?
Number 14.
So these are questions.
These are questions. These are questions that we were answering and we were discussing and we were breaking down. Number 14 is, do you smile when you relate something from your daily life with your partner?
Well, yeah. Like if I came up behind somebody that stopped at a stop sign that wasn't there, I would smile because I would be like, Jeff would be going off right now. So is that what it means?
Would you smile?
Mm-hmm.
What makes you smile?
I would laugh. I'd be like, Jeff would be going off right now.
Yeah, that's what it means. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like if I don't know, see something with whipped cream on it.
Yeah, whipped cream. I love me some whipped cream.
Oh, Jeff would lick that up.
I would lick it up.
You need to go through the Starbucks. I'm going to go through the Starbucks drive-through and say, I have my dog with me. Can I just have a cup of whipped cream?
And I'll eat it.
We're going to pull up, and I'm going to give it to you. You're just going to start licking it out of the cup, and I'm going to say, good boy.
Dude, the other day, somebody must have ordered just a cup of whipped cream from there. Like a grande whipped cream. Because they just filled up a grande cup with whipped cream. That couldn't have been for a dog, the whole cup.
I just know, but they give those little cups.
Yeah, but I know that. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying they filled up a whole grande.
Well, maybe they just ordered a whipped cream.
It's a meat. Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, you can order anything at Starbucks.
I can order a freaking, instead of a coffee, I can get whipped cream. I don't care how much.
I don't know how much they. Why would they say no? They're going to charge you something for it.
I don't know why they'd say no, but it's like something that's absurd to me. But I want it now.
Let's do it just to.
I will, and I'll give me a spoon.
Oh, grande whipped cream.
I will sit there and eat whipped cream with a spoon.
You're really weird. I'm not really a whipped cream girl. I mean, I get how it's good, and I do like whipped cream on certain things, like pie.
Oh, me too.
If I'm going to eat pie, yeah, whipped cream's good. But on ice cream is a no-go. On a milkshake is a no-go because no.
You get whipped cream on pie, on milkshakes, on titties, on brownies, on
brownies.
Oreos,
I can see. I think it's the only thing I really don't like it on is ice cream because it's those two textures mixed together doesn't really do it for me.
It's amazing on ice cream. A banana split.
Nah.
Bananas, chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, freaking sprinkles.
I love sprinkles.
Throw me some chocolate sauce on there.
Oh, that's good. But
give me some whipped cream. Screw the cherries. Cherries do not belong on anything ever.
I agree with that.
Keep the cherries. Give them to, I don't know, some charity. I don't want the cherries.
Some charity?
Yes,
charity would want cherries?
Exactly. Who would want cherries, period, right?
Some people like cherries, Jeff.
Well, those people are probably nice people, too. But I don't want a cherry. When I go through Chick-fil-A and I get one of their amazing freaking thick milkshakes with whipped cream, I don't put a cherry on it.
See, I don't need whipped cream on my milkshake either.
It makes it.
Nah.
It makes it. When it's coming out the top.
You know what I do like whipped cream? I like to have strawberries and dip them in whipped cream.
That's a good idea. Yeah, not good. Cool Whip. Cool Whip isn't whipped cream.
I mean, I do like Cool Whip, but it is definitely different. It's definitely 100% different.
I mean, I'm okay with Cool Whip, but I would rather have the canned whipped cream.
It's so airy. Like the
what
canned
is it
whipped
called?
cream is
Ready Whip.
Ready Whip. I almost said Miracle Whip.
Disgusting.
Anyway, move on. Sorry, we really got. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely smile at stuff like that. What about you?
I would definitely smile at stuff like that.
No, answer the question.
I've said yes. It's a yes or no question.
Example. I gave you 2 examples. We need examples here. What would you come up on a daily basis that would make you smile about me?
Oh my gosh. What would make me smile about you? Just things you get irritated with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things that you get worked up or fired up about.
Like what?
What do you get fired up about?
There's so many.
Just let me narrow this down.
There's so many.
I think when Starbucks makes me smile because I think of you because you freaking obsess over Starbucks.
Right.
Anything I see certain things on social media that's related to fitness that might be wrong, it makes me smile because I can hear you going off about it. And I can hear you talking about form and stuff. Like when I see stuff and I think, I don't know, stuff like that kind of.
Yeah.
That's a few examples.
I get you. That's stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. If I see Michael Jordan on anything, I'd smile.
Would you? I would too.
Yeah.
If I
Well, I
saw
know
Michael
you
Jordan
would.
on
That's why I
something.
would smile because I'd be like, oh,
Right.
Jeff would love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I smile like when there's basketball and I hear the squeaky shoes. Yes, because you hate that.
I
It
hate
irritates
squeaky
you.
shoes on a basketball
I
floor.
smile when I hear Jason Mraz on the radio, or when I hear Maroon 5. Any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Makes me think of you. It's like part
When
of your
I hear
identity.
Pearl Jam, I roll my eyes
roll your eyes,
because
yeah.
I know you like them, but I also kind of smile at the same time. Anyway, well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a neat little.
It's very endearing.
That was a neat little moment we had there.
Moment.
Moment.
You say that word really weird.
Moment.
He says moment.
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 I say it like Charlie says
You put-
water.
You put
Water.
an N in there.
Water. Water.
Spell
Moment.
moment.
Moment. M-O-M-E-N-T.
Why do you put an N in there?
Moment.
You put it
Moment.
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 It's not a moment.
Moment.
Oh my gosh, you say that weird.
Moment.
I'm
moment.
having you didn't no. I'm having a moment.
Moment.
He's like,
She
I'm
says-
having a moment.
She says, I'm having a moment.
You do say it weird, just like
I
you
do.
say.
I say some things weird. It's
mailbox
like Charlie
weird.
saying water.
Water.
If he listens to this, he'll get it. He'll
Yeah.
have a chuckle.
I love it. I can't say water anymore.
Water.
I usually
Water.
say water, but
Water.
now I like saying water.
The Maryland.
Yeah.
Or is he Maryland /
Delaware?
Delaware. Good dude.
Sea Rizzle.
Sea Rizzle. One of my besties from the internet days, from the TikTok days.
Yep.
We're homies now.
He's been to our house for a visit.
He has. Him and Steppen.
Steppen's coming back.
Steppen is coming back. Anyway, let's move on to the
Okay.
next question because we're going to get done with this. It's going to be like 30 minutes. Well, we covered number 14. All right. Can you recall the most romantic moment with this partner?
The most romantic what?
Moment.
Moment.
That's
so
I'm
weird.
reading it. Moment.
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 Most romantic moment. Yes, I can.
Can you recall the most
I can.
romantic moment
I can.
with this partner?
I can.
Really?
Yeah, you want me to tell it?
Sure. Tell it. I'm
you
very.
Probably,
There's only one. So here we go. 30 years. Jeff had one
okay,
romantic
let me say this.
moment.
Let me think. Okay, I got it. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
it's really tough.
No,
Jeff is not
and-
the
oh,
most,
come on.
not very romantic.
Would you please? You're not. Yeah, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It is who you are.
Well, it depends on your definition
you
of
are.
romance.
You are.
I guess.
You are romantic. You're very, very, very romantic and sweet. I mean, you're romantic every evening when you go. I was telling Tanner, this guy I work with, just this is at the moment, but just let me side note. I was talking to him as we were switching shifts yesterday, and we were talking about drinking. And I told him how I have wine every night. He says, "You do?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I love wine." And so we started talking about wine, and I was telling him how I need to cut back at the beginning of the year because instead of having like 3, almost 4 glasses, I needed to like be 1.5. And then I said, "Yeah, I have a wine bell." And he's like, "You have a what?" And I said, "A wine bell." He goes, "No, you don't." I said, "Yes, I do. My daughter bought it for me." Kind of as a joke, but I use it. He says, "You use it?" And I was like, "Okay, not every time. I'm not like that."
Right.
But like, just to be goofy, I'll ring it and he'll jump up and get me some wine. He's like, "That's very sweet." I said, "It is," but he actually gets my refills of wine every single night. I can
No matter
get to
how many.
No matter,
I never shame you. I never say.
You never.
You sure you should have another one?
Yeah, you know.
I just get up and get it.
Because if you did that, I would be like, now I'm going to drink more.
That wouldn't be romantic.
So I told him, and he was like, that is very sweet. And I said, it's stuff like that that makes relationships so special and work, because we do things like that for each other.
We do.
You know, and he's a young kid, so he's like, oh. Well, anyway, that's not the most romantic moment. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this really short. So
don't worry about it. We're good.
As soon as I start the story, you're going to know exactly where I'm going with
I
this.
know
But
where
this
you're
was
going,
very
I think.
sweet, and this was
think.
very... I'll never forget it. So I lost my original engagement ring due to a dog, because I got my hand stuck in the door. I pulled it out. The diamond popped out. It was a single diamond. It popped out into the laundry room with the puppy, never to be found again. I think he chomped it up with his little puppy teeth. Don't know if that's possible, but still to this day can't find it. I was very upset. Well, it was...
Always insure your jewelry, people. That's
Yes.
just go
Side
in there,
note.
schedule it. It's a very small premium. Add to your homeowners. Get an appraisal. Send it in. I'm just saying.
There's your insurance tip of the day.
There you go.
You should do an insurance tip of the day on...
I don't want to. That's
I'm just kidding.
gay.
It was a joke.
Go.
Anyway, we had 2 babies at that time. We had a Brooke, and we lived in Atlanta. I think no, we didn't have Brooke yet.
We didn't.
We did not. We only had Maddie, because we hadn't moved yet.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not positive about the timeline. Nonetheless, we had kids.
I'm pretty sure we lived there. I wouldn't have been comfortable taking you there until we were comfortable
No,
with the
I knew.
city.
I know, but you didn't do this right away.
Oh,
it
you
was
mean
years.
It was a couple years.
Yeah, because we had
that's right.
little
That's
kids,
right.
and so
Sorry,
he couldn't go
on.
out and buy me a new, diamond. I mean, there's just no way. I think we did live in Atlanta, and we were back for a visit, honestly. And we, had this house, and he was working real estate, so he couldn't afford, right away to buy me a new diamond. So it was out of my mind. Like, years had gone by, maybe 2-3 years, and I was just wearing my wedding band. No diamond, which is fine. I'm not high maintenance like that. I didn't ride you about it. I didn't pout about it. I never even brought it up. Every once in a while, I would say, one day when I get a new diamond, this is kind of what I would like.
Right.
Every once in a while, if we'd be at the mall looking around, going into a jewelry store, whatever. So it was our anniversary. I'm assuming, I think it was.
It was our anniversary.
And
yes.
we went he wanted to take me to dinner at the Omni in Atlanta,
Omni, yeah.
which at the top, it's a slowly revolving restaurant, which you all have heard of those before. So it revolves slowly.
Overlooking
You don't
the city
know
of
it's really
Atlanta.
moving. Overlooking the city of Atlanta. Well, okay. So you have to go up multiple flights on an elevator, and I'm really, I don't like elevators, period, let alone when you're going up lots of floors. 1 or 2 or 3, okay, but like, this is quite a ways up. I don't remember how many stories it was.
I can't remember the Omni.
So we got in the elevator, and he knew I was nervous. I said, is there any other way to get to the top? He's like, you don't want to take the steps. So we get in the elevator, and I'm nervous, and he said, here, hold my hand. And like, I held it. When I took his hand, I felt like something sharp in there. I was like, what the heck? It was like sharp, and like he transferred into my hand, and it was a new diamond ring, and it was beautiful. And I still have it. And he put it on in the elevator, and I was so surprised and shocked. And I thought it was romantic because I think he obviously had a plan. Like, she's going to be nervous in the elevator, and so I'm going to take her hand. Then we went to the top, and we sat, and we had dinner. And the atmosphere was beautiful. I remember the food wasn't that great, to be honest.
I don't think it was.
Because I think we talked about, like...
28 floors, I guess.
28?
Like
that's
that.
not that many, I feel like.
I think that's what it said on there.
28, I don't feel like it's very tall, high up.
It's a little bit taller than the...
28, that's it?
Is that right?
There's some hotels that go up higher than that.
It is a hotel.
I know, but there's like I don't feel like that's very high.
Well, I mean...
I could walk 28 flights of steps.
The tall built... I mean, the SunTrust Plaza is 60 stories. The
See what I'm
Westin
saying?
Peachtree is 73 stories.
28 is not that much.
Omni Atlanta Hotel. I might not... No, is it the Omni?
I thought it was.
Is it the Omni?
I know it's more than 28. Anyway, I just thought it was sweet and it was special. And do you remember the food was not that great for the price? So you're like, wow, the food is really not that great. But the atmosphere was amazing. Like, the whole experience was so great. So that was probably the most romantic thing. I'm sure that I haven't done anything romantic really like that for Jeff. I don't think. I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic, but special. It was like, you know what I mean?
Special, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my story.
That's a good story. You know, that's going back to what you said before that. When we were talking about doing the wine. Yeah, that's cool. That's something that I feel like it's it becomes something that's kind of a routine, and it's not as special because it's all the time
No, but I think
anymore.
that it is.
You know what I mean? So I have dialogue in my head, and I talk to myself sometimes.
Like what an idiot you are for starting this.
No. It's stuff like, and I talk different in my head to myself. Like
What do
I have
you
a different
mean?
voice.
Tell us what
It's
you're-
like, yo, man, bruh, you're gonna lose this baddie. Like you've got to really, really focus in and get romantic and do something special because you don't want to lose this piece. You know what I'm saying?
You talk to yourself when you're getting my wine like that?
No. Just
Oh.
it might be the middle of the day on
Oh.
a Tuesday.
Oh, that's silly.
You know what I mean? Like, man, you got to step your game up. You've been complacent for about 2-3 months. Like you ain't
Everybody
doing
gets
nothing.
complacent though.
You know, you got to make her feel special.
Oh, he also
And then
does.
I need to do that though more often.
He also does, which he didn't get to do this Friday because it was Christmas. But he brings me flowers every Friday. It's Flower Friday.
Flower Friday.
And it's really kind of cool because, like, before I started working at GNC in the evening, so now every Friday evening I'm at GNC working, so I'm not home. Before, when I was home and I would know he's coming home, I'd remember it was Friday, and I'm like, oh, it's Flower Friday. I can't wait to see what flowers he's bringing. Not because I beg for, I mean, I don't know. It just, now it's just like, yes. Do I expect it? I do. Would I be upset if he forgot? Absolutely 100% not. Like, I don't. If I was looking forward to Flower Friday and he walked in with nothing, I would not even say a word. You wouldn't even know. I would.
When
just,
I realized it, though, I would feel awful.
yeah, but I wouldn't say a word because I don't. Yes, I expect it, but I don't require it or demand it. I'm not ever going to get upset if it stops. But what I'm saying is, I was excited about it. I was like, ooh, well, now working at GNC, I don't get off till 8 on Fridays, and like. Some Fridays I come home and I totally forget it's Friday, Flower Friday, and I'll walk in and there'll be flowers and I'm like, oh, it's Flower Friday, everyone. That's so exciting. Sorry. And it can be like, it's really cool because he'll bring like sometimes real extravagant flowers, like I'm like, whoa. And sometimes just like basic carnations. And it's fine though. It's like it doesn't matter. I love them all. And I do need to throw those over there away. He brought me these ones the other week. I don't know, it was before Christmas.
It was a while
and he was
ago.
like, these are crappy. These are terrible. They're ugly. You should just throw them away right now. And I really didn't think they were ugly.
I was really frustrated with the
And
with the selection where I stopped, but I didn't want to stop anywhere
And
else.
they ended up being, I brought them up to the bedroom, and they ended up being beautiful. Like, I really think they were really pretty for like a week or two, and now they're over there
I
dead.
think once we threw that Miracle Grow in them,
I need to throw them away.
it made them.
I'm going to start bringing them up to my bedroom more. I liked those flowers right there. Anyway, so that's something else romantic he does. So you sit here and you say you're not romantic and you don't do special things because you do. A lot of times he'll leave me notes like, we work out together at the gym at lunch a lot of days. Not every single day, but a lot of days. And one day I walked out to my car after the workout and there was a note stuck in my steering wheel that just says, I hope you have a great day. Those are the kind of things that that get to me. Like, you don't have to do anything grandiose and plan this big picnic on a mountain, which would be amazing if you did.
That would be cool.
But I'm
It's a
just
great
saying, like,
idea.
you don't have to, like,
I remember that.
put rose petals all over the bedroom or, like, go out to do these extravagant things. Most women are simple. I am a simpleton. You know the things I like.
I don't
if you
think
bring,
that's true. I don't think most women
I think
are
a lot
simple.
of women are. I think a lot of men overthink romance.
I overthink romance,
You
and I
do.
think like just in the last few years I've gotten better because I've stopped overthinking it.
Like, if you know...
But before I thought, oh, it's got to be this
No,
huge
no, no,
thing
no, no,
where
no.
I gotta
Fancy
have like
dinner and money,
fancy
but no.
dinner. I gotta have like
No.
a horse and carriage pull up in
That would
front
be
of the
really
house.
cool, but no.
You got to ride it all the way downtown.
That
It's
would
gonna
actually be
take
really
forever
cool, but no.
on Corridor G, and it's going to cost a lot of money.
But here's my thing. You know the things I like. If you just simply, on a Friday night or Saturday night, when you know we're chilling, you bring me an adult coloring book and fresh markers or pencils and, like, be like, we're listening to music and we're doing adult coloring tonight and we're drinking this beverage that I know you like and here's your favorite snack. I'd be like, oh, you do know me. And to some people that might sound corny. Like, are you really? Yes, I'm very serious.
You're serious.
I'm very 100%
Yes, you're very serious.
serious.
Yes, you're serious.
Like, what night was it not long ago? We were going to have, oh, this is so funny. We were going to have a home date night. Remember?
Yes.
And because we didn't want to go out, we just want to try to save some money. We just want to stay home. So it was one night after I worked, and we were supposed to do music, talking, and just chilling with our beverages. No
Yes,
TV, no
that's
nothing
right.
like that. Just
Right.
music. And he lit all these candles in the room, and all because he knows I like candlelight.
Forgot about that.
And so we lit all these candles, and we were doing it, and then the kids came home.
Yeah, they
Why
did.
are all these candles on? What are you? Well, we're trying to have a date. Oh, cool. And they jumped down on the couch, and I'm
Laid
like,
in here for like 3 hours.
yeah,
talking
and so we
to
just
us.
turned the TV on. We were like, we're there. Is that we'll try that again sometime.
Yeah, we'll do this again. Redo.
But anyway, so you think you're not romantic, but you actually are. Here's the thing: you are romantic. You don't always execute. Is what I think your problem is. You don't have a problem, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that's probably my problem.
Like, you are a romantic person.
Yeah,
you just don't always
I'm not good at
executing.
I
Which-
don't think.
That's a lot of us. A lot of us are good at a lot of things. We just don't execute
It's
them.
just we just don't take action.
Right. People think, oh, I can't lose weight. I can't get fit. Yeah, you can. You just got to get up and go do it. You may have all these workouts in your phone. You may have everything planned out. You may have your meals planned out. But it doesn't do you a bit of good if you don't execute it. But that doesn't mean you can't.
A lot of time, that's the worst enemy is too much preparation. Right? Just go.
Think
Just
too much
go.
about it. Just like
Just go.
we
Just
always say,
do
just
it.
like with
Just
this
jump in.
podcast, if we thought about it and had everything
We gotta have
ironed
the right
out,
equipment. We gotta have the right
We
setup. We
still
need to have a
don't.
studio built out. We gotta have, we gotta have a script, and we gotta have
right? We
this.
gotta have a,
Then guess what? It would be 2020, and we'd still be talking about doing a podcast.
we gotta have an outline,
We're over 2 years of doing this.
right? We literally
Going on
have
our third year.
We literally have a microphone at Jeff's iPad, and we turn the thing on. Now, yes, we do sit down and usually talk about topics that we want to talk about, but we don't plan what we're going to say. We turn the microphone on, and Jeff just is like, we're like, go, let's go with it. And that's what we do. That's what we
and
like.
sometimes we have a guide like this.
Well,
where
sure.
We're going through, but a lot of
But we
times
don't
we'll
know how
just
we're
throw
gonna
it on
answer
and
it.
talk. And that's what, like when Michael came over and we did the podcast, which
I still need to listen to
I
that.
need to see if he wants to do it again this week. But anyway, I was a little more anxious about it because I was like, I should have something together to talk about.
He knows how we work. No.
Right, but I got busy that day. I didn't get anything. I didn't think. He goes, "What are we podcasting about?" I'm like, "We're just going to talk."
And how did it go?
It went great. I thought we had really good chemistry.
I think it's
thought
sometimes
it flowed pretty
better,
well.
better like that,
And
depending on who you're with.
It depends, but I mean, we really flowed. But we always have, just hanging out. So
I think that if
it
you're
went-
not,
it went
if
well.
you don't know the person very well and it's a guest and you're not sure how they are, being prepared, yes. But with Michael, we know him. We know we can throw anything out there and he'll roll with it.
Right.
You know, so
Yes,
it's easy.
absolutely.
All right, let's do a couple more. Sorry,
All
I
right,
got
let's see here.
sidetracked.
What was the best moment in your relationship so far? Are you smiling while recalling the moment?
Wow. The best moment in our relationship so far? There's so many. There really is so many.
Gosh, we've been together 30 years. We've been through so many moments. I mean, you want to immediately jump to recent moments, memories,
Right?
but then you think how special and connecting and bonding our first child was, and our second child, and our third child, and our fourth child. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
those moments were all individually wonderful moments, and they were different moments and different experiences.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing how you say that word. I'm sorry.
And I say it the best way it can be said. Anyway, I haven't worked with a speech therapist.
I'm not-
I am
No, you're not. You don't-
I am an amateur podcaster.
No, I'm not saying that. I say funny words too. Everybody has a word they say funny.
This is not my favorite moment.
This is not my favorite moment. No, everybody says words.
Right.
Like
And I can't do it any other way.
No, I don't want you to.
Anyway, I feel like I'm that little kid.
I know,
who
right?
can't say
You don't want to
anything.
correct.
Right,
Well,
don't correct him.
You
He's
know,
really
remember
good.
Maddie used to say aminal for animal? Aminal?
Aminal,
We couldn't
yes.
correct her.
No.
All right, go ahead. Though.
Anyway, there's so many moments. Man, I'm yawning.
Yeah, you
there's
are.
so many moments. There's so many memories. There's so many significant memories. But you think about moments that are critical, where you can think back and say, this is a time and a decision or a crossroads where things could have been different.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the way you reacted to me, or I reacted to you, and moved forward,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of the greatest moments of our relationship for me. I
Yeah.
have a couple of those that I can think of that will just bring me to tears if I talk about them.
Like what?
Just things that are super personal
Oh, okay.
that have happened in our life, where every relationship goes through things and goes through very difficult times, whether it be financial or others. but there's reactions that can be done that can ruin things.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
There's things where you find out if you've got someone that's your partner and has your best interests at mind. And I guess in mind. And I think that's what's critical, and I think that's what's rare in a lot of relationships is when people, sure, we're all kind of selfish in our own nature, but I feel like we've got this thing. I don't know if it's because we've been together so long together or that we're in it together, but we usually, no matter whether I'm wrong or not, and I make a mistake or something happens, it seems like you've got my back, even if it's a fight.
Right.
At the end of the day, I don't know. Those are more controversial moments.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And then there's the awesome moments that might be your wedding day, or it might be your honeymoon, or it might be, having your children. It might be vacations. It could be all kinds of things. It's just, the great thing for me is there's so many.
Yeah. There is for me too. But I mean, I can't, like you said, I can't pinpoint.
You can't pinpoint.
I can't really pinpoint, like you said, of course, the births of our kids, the adoption of Kaylee, our wedding day. Our honeymoon, like you said, the time I got my hair cut on our honeymoon, and I thought it was horrible.
That was bad.
Yeah, but you think back on moments like that, and you just like, oh, because you tried to make me feel better, and it was just, I don't know. It's just, there's so many, like you said. Yeah. Let's go on to the next question.
Let's move on to the next question.
Let's move on.
Let's see what we got here. How do you show your love for each other?
How do you show your love for each other?
How do you show what kind of question is that?
I mean, everything that we've just talked about since we turned the microphone on.
I'm skipping that one? How about we skip that
Microphone.
Microphone. Ever since we turned this microphone on.
Yeah, we'll skip that one.
When was the last time you said I love you to your partner?
I mean, that's dumb. Yesterday. I don't think I told you I love you yet today. I think we tell each other we love each other every day.
We usually do, more so when we are not in each other's presence.
Yeah.
We do tell each other we love, like last night before we went to bed, of course. Yeah. But
I guess I've told you today.
I think we've been together most of the day today.
Yeah.
I think usually if we are on the phone or you leave, like if you leave and you're going to be gone a while, to be like, all right, I'll see you later, love you.
Yeah.
You'll say love you back. So.
I told you I loved you at Aldi, and then I would miss you when you went to get the carts.
That's right. I think I said I love you too.
Yeah, it was funny. We were walking in Aldi, and the carts were far away, and it wasn't really that cold. I just wanted to go inside. I was like, all right, go get a cart. He's like, all right. I was like, I love you. He said, I love you too. I said, I'll miss you. I was just being stupid.
And then I started laughing.
So today.
Today.
There
Yeah.
we go.
That's it.
I love you, Jeff.
I love you too.
Okay, there you go.
We did it.
20 seconds ago.
20 seconds ago. Have you ever changed anything for your partner?
Have you ever changed anything for
We've
your
never
partner?
really asked each other to change anything. But I'm sure there's things I've changed for my partner. I think that we all probably make changes when we really love somebody.
I'm trying to think.
I just don't know what it would be.
I don't either. I cannot think of anything that I've changed for you.
That's true. I think
I really can't. I really can't.
I think we're pretty true to ourselves.
I mean,
and I think that's a problem with relationships, is that there needs to be, when somebody wants you to change.
I think that there's probably some things you would like me to change. Like, you would try to turn me into a basketball fan.
Not really. It's endearing that you're not a basketball fan.
It is?
Well, I mean, the thing is I'm a basketball fan. That's a Jeff thing. And when I was younger, yes, I would have. But now I'm older, and it's like, that's what makes us us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we like what we like. And me changing you to be a basketball fan is not going to...
No.
Not going to bring us any closer together.
No. I can't think of anything that either of us has changed. You still have you have the same sense of humor that you have.
True.
In front of other people. With me,
I mean, a lot of women would have changed my personality, my sense of humor, or tried to.
I think that some women would get more frustrated and with your sense of humor. Yeah, some women, uptight women would. Yeah,
I think
for sure.
so. I think so. I think
For proper women.
proper women.
Proper women.
I think like some of the joys I have is breaking up really intense situations, which sometimes you get upset about that too.
I do. I'll be like,
if you're like in the middle of something with the kids, and I hear something, I come through and I make a
drives me
joke,
crazy.
and the kids start laughing, and
I get so mad
and
at that.
steam starts coming off.
You did that the other day, and I was like, I am trying to.
I can't miss opportunities. I don't know
But
why.
I still wouldn't change that. I still wouldn't come at you and be like, you got to stop doing that. Which I wish you would. I mean, like, sometimes.
I control
but like,
myself most of the time,
at the
but
same
sometimes
time.
it's hard not to
I know.
make comments.
Yeah, that was a really intense
And
moment.
I had no idea how intense it was. I just felt the tenseness coming down the stairs, and I wasn't listening. But then I heard something that was that's what she said moment. I don't think I said that's what she said.
No, but you said something
But I made
like
a
that.
comment that was off color.
We were having a Kardashian moment, the two girls and I
The
were.
three of you were fighting about something.
It's something that we got pretty heated. We got pretty heated twice over the Christmas break. The two girls and I, me and Brooke and Maddie.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because we're up here wrapping presents and we really got heated about it. Something I'm not gonna talk about, but we got heated and they were against me and I was against them on this thing. And we all started grounds. We said our piece and I was like, okay. And then we just started moving on. We laughed. We didn't say another thing about it. It didn't ruin the night. There was like 5 minutes of like, really, and it's like I'm gonna walk out right now. I about walked out, and then it was over. We were laughing.
I'm proud of you guys.
But I mean, we do that all the time. Like we'll get in each other's faces and we'll get like frustrated with each other. But none of us really hold grudges like with each other.
Right.
Now they hold grudges against some other people, but not with me usually.
No.
And I don't hold grudges against my kids. Any of
That's
them.
family.
So. But they're younger and they kind of do hold their grudges. They aren't to the point of where you can just disagree and move on. But they do with me, it seems like. I think some things they know they're not going to bend me on. They can talk about me behind my back to each other. That's fine. But they know that they're not going to win.
Right.
So that ends a lot of things.
That's good. That's how it should be.
Yeah, that is how it should be.
far as
But
I'm
then again,
concerned.
at the same time, I listened to them and I had said something in the argument that I shouldn't have said. I did. And I apologized to both of them for it. I said I should not have said this. It wasn't. I said
got
something
you.
that
I
hurt
got
one of
you.
their feelings, and I said, I should not have said that. And I apologized for
Right.
it. I'm not that mom who's not going to apologize to their kids. I will if I say something out of angst, So there you go. I've apologized to my kids many times because we're all human, and in the heat of the moment, we say things. I think the title of this podcast should be "Moment."
Moment. I think it probably will be.
Anyway, let's do one more, and then we'll go.
One more?
Yeah, we have a
Ooh,
cauliflower crust
let's
pizza to
see.
eat.
Oh, that's right.
I'm getting hungry.
And I gotta pee.
Well,
Let's see here. How much do you think you understand your partner?
oh,
Do much?
huh?
Too much?
Yeah.
I think that's a problem. I think I've realized over the years, especially like as I've gotten older, I think we think that we understand somebody more than we really do. Like we think because we are a certain way that everybody's a certain way. Like it makes sense to us, so it shouldn't. And then when you find out that's not how you see those things, or that's not how you would react to those things, it's like that's eye-opening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then it's good to realize that so how well do you know? What's it say? How much do you think you understand your partner? I think I've thought, especially when I was younger, I understood you too well, because then you blind yourself from really getting to know the person
Yeah.
and understanding them and really letting them be themselves, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I think I know you really, really well. But I also at the same time feel like I still learn things.
All the time.
You know what I mean? Because as you grow as a person, you change yourself,
Right.
right? So the way that I'd react to things back in high school or in college, and you knew me then, is nowhere near how I would react now. And so as we get older, we are changing. So we're still learning about each other. Like, wow, that used to really bother Jeff, or that used to never bother Jeff, and now it does. So you're just continually learning. right? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think it's an ongoing thing, but I think I do know you really. I know you better than anybody else would on this earth.
Oh, there's
even your mom and dad.
Oh, you know me better than anybody on the planet.
Obviously, not better than you know yourself.
Easy.
Nobody knows anybody better than they know themselves. And
I feel like I know you better than anybody. On the planet.
100%.
Like I know you. I know your.
You know me.
I know your energy in an instance.
Yeah, you can
like,
read me
easily. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Which is not always good.
Well, and then it's just like sometimes, like, you know, you'll say, "What's bothering you?" And I'm like, "What?" And you're like, "Something's bothering you." And like, you might not in my head at the moment, I might not be thinking something's bothering me. I'm like, "Well, yeah, you know what? He's right. This is actually bothering me." But I didn't realize it was. You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes you can read the other person before they even really know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. And sometimes you just pick up a vibe. Like, I just pick up a vibe. And sometimes it's totally wrong. Like, all day today I've asked you what's wrong because you've been super quiet. And there may not be anything wrong. It might just be a day where you're just
as I'm yawning and my eyes are watering. I've just been like dragging today.
Dragging. I do know that you've had that sweatshirt on since the day you opened it on Christmas Eve.
It's new.
It is new, and it's in nice Ohio State.
And I keep putting it on because it's the one that's there first, and I get cold, and I'm going to just grab it and throw it on.
Yeah, I think I should wash it.
I think we should wash it. Just don't shrink it.
It's been since Thursday. Do I shrink things? Sometimes.
If you shrink it, we'll have a moment.
I don't shrink it. The washer and dryer shrinks it.
You're the one that's putting it in. So you're responsible, and that's what I'll tell Nate someday. You put it in, you're responsible.
Oh my gosh, I'm done now.
I mean, that's just how the world works.
On that note, I think we're good here.
Okay.
Just remember, you guys, if you put it in, you're responsible.
If you put it in, you're responsible.
I think that's actually a very good motto.
It's not bad.
It's not.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
So when you put the pizza in the oven in a few minutes, you're responsible.
I'm responsible.
Okay.
So that's it. This was fun. We'll be back with some more.
All right. Peace out.
Good night.